If you look at the case study of Yancheng, what is it in their approach that Dutch policy makers should learn from that?
I think there are a couple of things quite important from the experience of Yancheng. I think the first thing is that the national government and also the regional governments in China set up like pilot projects to foster the development of offshore wind, power capacity. And second thing I think is to encourage the competition among local authorities. In the Yancheng's case, among the local districts and the counties, and let them develop the capacity of offshore wind power. And I think the third reason here in the successful story of Yancheng is to streamline the bureaucratic, let's say, administrative procedures here and to foster the growth pace. Yeah.
And could you say that the approach that they chose for Yancheng's wind power sector, which is support from national level and local level, but also the competition between various companies and less administrative burden, is that a model that is also used in other industries in China?
Yes, I would agree so. I think that is a model also being used in other Chinese industries. Let's take electrical vehicle industry as an example. If we look at Yancheng, Yancheng is also quite a leader in the electrical vehicle industry, but it avoids to join the competition of the Chinese national brands, Chinese national electrical vehicle producers, because in other provinces, other cities, such as Hefei in Anhui, you already have quite successful electrical vehicle producers there. And Yancheng tried to avoid joining that crowded competition. So Yancheng actually attracted a joint venture, electrical car plant owned by Kia, and that plant is mainly targeting international consumers. We also see in that kind of model in other industries. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. China is really big on developing green technology and clean energy. What are the two main reasons for China to be so keen on developing that sector?
Yeah, thank you for your great question. I think the two main reasons are, firstly, China really need a lot of energy sources. In the past 2 decades, China's manufacturing capacity really flourished. That required a lot of alternative energy sources to support the industrial development. And also, secondly, I think China's government overall is committed to the long-term goals of sustainable development. And that's why you have this, national and regional and local policies to implement this kind of energy transition.
Thank you. So there are some lessons to be learned for Dutch policymakers, but why should the general audience know about China's push for green energy?
Yeah, thank you for your question. I think tackling global climate change is, really a global issue, global phenomenon. And if we look at the case of Yancheng, we really see how economic policy making is fostering our instruments, our basically tools, right, to face that kind of challenge. That could be a lesson learned, everywhere, because global climate change is a challenge faced by everyone on this planet.